everybody. And we're live. We are live. Welcome, welcome. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. Come on up for Thankful Thursday. Oh, there I am. Woohoo! What is going on? Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Come on up to Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Thankful Thursday. I love my Thankful Thursdays, where I can hang out with all my peeps and everything, and it's kind of cool. I actually have I bought a little phone stand, so I have my phone on a little stand now where I can read the chat a lot easier, so I can read it as I go. So I have the phone like right next to me here on a little phone stand that I bought from where did I buy? I got from Amazon for like $5. So I'm pretty excited about that. But I have to say, get ready for some fun. We're gonna have fun chats, epic stories, and maybe a few surprises. I have all my notes as we climb through the branches of creativity and connection. That's what my Lindy's Treehouse is all about. And Will Fly said, howdy. Can't chat, but listening in. All right. Well, I hope I look okay. Does the lighting make me look washed out? Because I can look at the phone here. I'm staring at the phone, but I'm wondering if the scuba says yellow. Oh, hello. Are you saying hello? Or are you saying yellow, Scooby-Doo? Do I look yellow? Is that what you said? Or make sure I don't look washed out. I have no idea with this lighting stuff. Scuba says, does my typing make me look big? Yes, Scuba. Yeah, your typing makes you look good. Yes, yellow. It makes I look yellow. Maybe because my light bulb is a little bit has yellow in it. Yellow, whatever, the lighting. I don't know. It's all right. I think we can we can deal with it, I guess. And Scuba says, no. Yes, yellow, hello. Oh, no, Scooby-Doo. This conversation could go on like forever. You know how I am. And I'm like, yellow as it rhymes with hello. Okay. Welcome, Scooby-Doo. Hi, Munchkin. I love ya. Oh, gosh. I love my peeps. You guys are all awesome. I just have to get used to the phone. See, I have my phone right here. So on my little phone stand, it's super cute. And so I can kind of follow the chat now with my phone on. I haven't had I didn't add that video because I don't have a clue how to do it. Even though I looked at YouTube and everything, I'm thinking like I have to send it to my files or something first, like when I had to transfer my new thumbnail. I think that's what I think I have to do it that way or something, but I don't know. There's so much. There's a lot you have to figure out. I thought I could just, move it right to my YouTube, but then I have to pay for it. So when I got on my YouTube, if you can understand that, when I got on the page where my show is, or no, I got on the page on my YouTube page, and then I looked at what the intro video that Will Fly so graciously gave me, and I thought I could just add it, and it won't let me add it. It goes down. There's a thing that comes up and says, oh, you on YouTube with no commercials? Okay, and it's like, no, because you got to pay for that. So I didn't want to click on that either. So you got to be careful. But anyway, anybody who's listening and my chatters and my listeners and my viewers and all that, welcome I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to my show and jump in the chat every Thursday night. We got all kinds of good stuff coming at you today. I'm pretty excited. Scott says hello, and Scott says you need the video file from Will. Need to I have the video, and it's Will sent it to me. It's on his YouTube. He made a YouTube out of it, but I don't know how to transfer it to my StreamYard. I'm not sure how to do that. And I don't even know if you have to pay for that. So, Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Scotty French Fry. You need to get the video file from Will. Yeah. Well, I have the video. I have it. Scott said not on YouTube, the actual file he uploaded. Oh, okay, Scott. Okay. Will said he's listening. He said he can't chat, but he's listening. So, okay, that makes sense. He can probably send it to my email or something, or DM it to me or something. I guess, right? Probably could do that. Maybe. So I hope you're all enjoying your week. It's Thursday already. We're already almost to the end of June, which is crazy. Now I'm hearing the crickets out. I was hearing crickets outside. So it's that time of the year, the crickets. Gosh, the crickets remind me of when you go on a date, and you're doing making all the conversation, and then you're waiting for the other person to, talk, answer or whatever. And then you're sitting there and it's so quiet that you hear crickets. I've been on dates like that because, I love to talk. And it seems like when I go on these dates, I'd be like the only one talking. And on the crickets. And then we have June bugs, right? Got June bugs. So, so I'm going to wait for people to get in the chat. I know I've got some more peeps that are going to jump on. Scott says it'll be my last show before surgery. I'll likely be in the hospital next Thursday, so no idea that day. Okay. All right, Scott. I'll be praying for you, Scotty. That's not fun at all. Getting up. Hope if they have to put any pins or anything in your legs and all that. Yeah, that's just no fun at all. Scooby, have you been getting Scooby? You've been getting a lot of rain over there. Tell me, you guys, what your weather's been like where you're at. Yesterday was just crazy here, just rain, hard rain. The day before, I thought it was going to break. The wind was blowing so hard upstairs here in my bedroom that I thought that the rain, was going to break my window. You know how you have let's see, Scott says bone graft and a titanium cage, some hardware. And this is pretty cool. I like my little phone thing set up here. I like it. Yeah, my little phone stand I bought. It's pretty cute. For $5, can't go bad with that. Scuba says we just had a flash hard thunderstorm. Okay. So what, Scuba, on the light bulbs, because you said I look yellow. What? I have so many light bulbs or whatever. What is a good, just a clear white light bulb, Scooby, is good to use? I just have a standard light bulb on a lamp next to me, or like a little ways from me on my craft table, and it doesn't have the shade on it, obviously, but I'm thinking that's helping me give a little more light, or maybe it's my makeup or something. I don't know, but tell me if the lighting looks okay, guys, because what'd you say, 5,000 K? Okay, Scuba, thanks. It said not yellow. 5,000 K. Okay, 5,000 K. All right, for color. Okay, color temperature. 5,000. Okay. It has to say 5,000 kilowatts, right? Kilowatts on the light bulb. All right, I'll have to look. Because I got so much, I don't want to buy any more light bulbs. I've got so many light bulbs. 60 watts, 60 watts. I've got the, what do they call those light bulbs? Now everything is, it's not like a regular light bulbs anymore. You got to help me out. I'm having brain farts here. Yes. Everything, everything is, all the light bulbs are so different now. There's so many. Scott's LEDs. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Yes. And I remember when I worked at Home Depot, when the LEDs started coming out, and it was like they were discounting all the standard light bulbs. They were practically giving the light bulbs away, the old, the regular light bulbs that we grew up with. It was pretty, pretty crazy. Remember? And then they came out. So the spiral light bulbs came out first, and then the LEDs, right? The spirals, what a nightmare. I think those are so dangerous. When I moved in the apartment here, I took out the spirals. I was scared to use them. I had them at my house in Arizona, and I didn't like them. 5,000 K stands for Kelvin, Kelvin. Okay. And Scott says probably sold the CFL bulbs cheap too. Yeah, they did. They did sell them cheap. It was pretty crazy. I remember because living in Sun City, the retirement area, they were pretty upset that they were getting rid of all the, all their light bulbs or whatever, but it's okay. Anyway, anywho, I bet everybody hates when you say anywho. We're going to get on with the show. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse every Thursday night. I'm always excited to see everybody. And I work hours trying to make the entertainment. And Scott says, not enough mercury and CFL to worry about. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. See, I'm liking this. I'm liking the lighting. The lighting works for me. It could be a little bit brighter, but I like the lighting works for me. I can see my phone's right here. My phone is sitting on a little phone stand, and I like that so that I don't look like I'm like when I watched my show last week. I watched it back, and every time that I have to look at the screen, the comments, I was sticking my head in there like I was looking at a fishbowl, and it made me crazy. So I'm like, well, I can sit up in my chair, and I got my phone stand here and everything, and I can read, I can read everything, read the phone, the comments and all that, right? And look kind of professional. That's what it is. I have to look professional. So, and I know on the phone it's delayed as to on my laptop. So anyway, I always get started with an opening. We get started with opening stuff here, and I am going to be giving away the socks, and we'll give away koozies. We'll just wait for people to get in the chat. Yeah, we had some hard rain yesterday and the day before, where the rain literally, on the air conditioner, on a window air conditioner, they have the sliders on each side, because obviously you have to have something to cover the holes in the window, right? When you put the AC in. And I even had towels on each side of the sliders. And when that rain came in, I went back in the bedroom and I looked, and there was water on the floor. So that rain had come in through and that rarely happens unless that rain is blowing right into the window, And so thank God I had a mop and a bucket. It was a puddle, just enough to get my attention. And both the towels, my little towels that I had on that shelf, to keep the rain from coming in or whatever, were soaked. So we got hit really, really hard, really, really hard. A couple, was it, what day was it? Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Speaking of the map and all that, I had bought, when I went to Goodwill, like last, in the fall, whatever. Maybe it was a yard sale. I found this really cool Brita pitcher, water pitcher, and so for like $2 or whatever, I'm like, cool, and it was a big red one, and I thought, yeah, I can take that and use that for Molly's water, because I give her filtered water and all that, and so I filled it up, over the top, whatever, and I proceeded to, I was carrying it, the handle and all that, and I opened up the fridge, because I got ready to open up the fridge, and the handle on the water, on the Brita pitcher, that handle literally snapped. Okay, so I had like a half a gallon. It seemed like a half a gallon of water, and the pitcher crashed on the floor this was in the morning, and I was so upset. How your day starts out like that. I'm like, I can't believe it. Why? I totally, the handle snapped. So I'm thinking when I bought it, that it maybe the handle had a defect. So, and I didn't know that the handle was loose as such. But anyway, I called my daughter-in-law and I was in tears. I'm like, I can't believe and I had to use towels to mop up the water and everything in my kitchen, because I didn't have a mop and a bucket, right? And so my daughter-in-law and my son, they were already at Walmart. So they stopped by the house and they bought me a new Brita, just a small one, a Brita water filter. Let's see. Scott says, my cats hate the electric self-empty liter box. Had to switch back to old fashioned. They just refuse to use it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm the one that empties the litter box. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Cats are funny. They're funny. But I'm glad that my son, they bought me a mop. They also bought me a mop and a bucket, and then a new little a smaller pitcher, water pitcher. So I like it a lot better. And it will teach me. I have to kind of be careful when I go to thrift store or to Goodwill or whatever, and I find stuff, because sometimes there's a reason that's why that stuff is there, right? Scuba said they used it, but ended up peeing on the back wall or in the front of litter box. Oh, they just refused. Oh, Scuba says your cats. Oh, I read it wrong. Okay, so Scuba said my cats have electric self-empty litter box, but had to switch back. And Scott says they just refuse to use it. And Scuba said, yes, they refuse to use it. I just, I'm the one that cleans her litter box. It's no big deal. I know she doesn't like the fragrance. I have to use non-fragrance litter. She doesn't like the fragrancy litter, the smell or whatever. Some of them have that Febreze or whatever. She doesn't like that because, it gets on her feet and everything. And it's kind of sticky, I think. So I just went with a different brand, and she's fine with it. She's fine with it. They're so picky. They are. I actually clean her litter box twice a day because, I'm here and all that stuff. So I learn as I go or whatever. So let me start out with the show. Say welcome. If anybody's listening and watching all that stuff, come on in, jump in the chat. And we'll get enough people in the chat. I can give some koozies away, and koozies and socks. I actually was at the I went back to I went back to the dollar store or whatever, Dollar Tree, and I found another pair of Airheads, not those. You guys already saw those. This Airhead socks, and these are a little different. You guys can see. Kind of cute. Look at the back. They got the stripies on them. They're kind of cute. So yeah, so you can win some more Airheads. Maybe the girls, the girls will like it. Hi, Munchkin. Oh no, Munchkin says I'm out of pistachios. I shall cry. Oh no, that's not good. We can't run out of pistachios. We can't. No. And yeah, and then next week, yeah, I got a surprise for y'all next week, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because then it wouldn't be a surprise. So next week's show, okay, got something else. Got something else going on, so I'll talk about that or whatever next week, next Thursday's show. Scuba said better run to Costco. Oh man, yeah, you got to have those pistachios. So welcome everybody. I'm so happy you're here. I love my I love my little phone stand. I think it's super cute. Munchkin says I was gonna stop by Walgreens, but the power's out at that intersection. Ew, that's not good. And Scuba says, well, if we didn't eat 1 pound half day, she would still have some. Oh, yeah, Scuba. Yeah, like you don't go through your favorite snacks or whatever. Yeah, a lot of that stuff is so addicting. So I'm going to read something to start the show, right? Because that's what we do. It's called Find Your Inner Leader. Thank you for saying we. Yeah, well, if we. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. That's good. You're covered all your bases, Scooby-Doo. You said we. You didn't just say her, that she did it. Find your inner leader. We each have the potential to lead. To some, it comes naturally. To most, it's clothed in self-doubt and fear. For some, it means leading on a big stage. For most, it means taking a lead in small things, as a parent, as a friend, in a family, or at work. The power is within you. So, who looks outside dreams? Who looks inside awakens? Oh, I like that. I got to write that down. Who looks outside dreams? Who looks inside awakes? That's cool. I like that, peeps. I like that. So, pretty cool, huh? So we're going to get on with, we're going to wait for other people to get in the chat and say hi and all that, because I know with the time difference, everybody's getting off of work or whatever, So we're going to start with news to me, because I get on Facebook and I look and see what kind of stuff is out there or whatever. Some silly news. I don't do politics, no politics here. So this is what I found. News to me. 17,000 tubs of Breyer's ice cream was recalled. 17,000 tubs of Breyer's ice cream was recalled. How is that even possible, right? How is it even possible? And you know why? Because some douche, labeled the ice cream wrong. They labeled it Rocky Road, and it was supposed to be Rocky Road, and they mislabeled it chocolate truffle. Are you kidding me? Chocolate truffle. They couldn't tell the difference? Yeah, so 17,000 tubs of Breyer's ice cream recalled. So I wonder if that person still has their job, Pretty crazy, right? And that's good ice cream too. Breyers is like the best. I love it. What's your favorite ice cream, everybody? Put in the chat. What's your favorite ice cream? I like my the caramel swirl. I think that's really good. Scott said the label on the tub and the label on the top top didn't match. There you go. Whoever caught it, kudos to them, right? They probably got a raise. Scuba says he likes cookies and creams. That's good too. Dairy Queen makes some good blizzards, cookies and cream. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I like that ice cream too. Like I said before, I can't do ice cream much anymore. I mean, I could try again, but it just makes my stomach go, ugh, you know. Used to be able to, there's so many things, right? Used to be able to eat, and you can't now. And yeah, my son Ryan, he's 43, and your body changes and stuff, and now he's got to change. He's got to start eating a lot better, as doctor said. So he's starting to eat more fruits and veggies and staying away from the junk food. Munchkin says coffee or peanut butter cup from Turkey Hill. Okay, that sounds good. And Scott said, Scuba loves cookies and cream, and Munchkin said coffee. Yes. And let's see, Scott says nuts are a food safety allergy, so it has to be properly labeled to a T. No company wants to defend that in court. No, yeah, that's true, because a lot of people have they have peanut allergies and all that. I'm pretty blessed that I'm not allergic to any food, that I know of. A lot of people I know can't eat fish, that they're allergic to fish, So, okay, we're going to go on to the next one. Thank you for your input on this, your answers, whatever you call it. Everybody listening, I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. So come on up. It's Thankful Thursday. And we're also going to talk about connections. Yeah, it's kind of a cool subject. I've been looking at that Grok 3, Grok. Scuba says not allergic. Say that when you eat ice cream. Okay, yeah, not allergic. Say when you eat ice cream. Oh, lactose thing. Yeah, yep. Like, when you get older, I drink almond milk, and I put almond milk in the good almond milk in my cereal. I like it because it seems like regular milk, even the 2% or whatever, makes me gassy. And I think that's why I don't do I'm telling you, I don't do the ice cream much anymore, because it makes you gassy. Yes. So, but ice cream it's good. Yeah. I remember I used to like the Good Humor ice cream bars and stuff. All right, we're going to move right along because we got a lot to cover. Because Paramount USA Lindy's Treehouse, hit like and subscribe to my channel. Come on in. Come on up those branches. Don't be shy. It's all right. I cleaned off the ladder and everything for you, because of the ladder going up to the tree had all kinds of leaves on it. And I didn't want you all to fall on the tree. It would be a good thing. So, all right. So we have a tortoise, okay? And I guess his name is Galapagos, Galapagos. He's a tortoise. And he just celebrated his 135th birthday and his first Father's Day at a zoo in Miami. And so he's got a little baby turtle too. And is that cute? They had a picture of it, him looking at the baby turtle. It was so sweet. I love turtles. Scott says eat yogurt now, and then if you want to eat ice cream, yogurt has lactose. Yeah, I have Activia. I have an Activia every day. Vanilla. I don't like the Activia with the strawberries and the yuck fruit in it. I just like vanilla. My vanilla Activia. It's pretty good. Galapagos is an island. Oh, wow. Thank you, Munchkin, for that information. Thank you for that. So maybe that's where they're saying that's where the tortoise was at. I was thinking that was his name. Okay. Like, because you never hear him go, well, the Miami turtle, so that's pretty cool. That's 135 years. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. All right, we're going to go on to the penguins. Who does not love penguins? They're like the cutest thing ever. And Munchkins is spelling it out for me, like the syllables. Gullup agahos. Okay, gahos. I don't know. Gullup. I don't even know. Agos. I don't even know how to say that. I'm just going to pass on that one. So we got penguins. I love penguins. Who doesn't like penguins, right? You go to the zoo and see them all walking around. They're cute. Okay, so do you know how penguins propose to their mates? Do you know how? I didn't know that penguins propose to their mates. I didn't know penguins did that. I've never been to a penguin wedding. A ghost without the T. Okay, thank you, Munchkin. That makes sense now. Gullup a ghost. Okay, thank you, Munchkin. I love her. She's the best. So penguins propose to their mates by giving them a pebble, a behavior seen in species like here's another one, Adele penguin, Adelie. You can put that one, Munchkin. Rocks. Oh, they said pebbles. Penguins that propose to their mates by giving them a pebble. Or Munchkin said rocks. Say rocks or whatever. That's pretty cute, right? Scott says, Scott's spelling that out for me too. Galapagos. Scott, you're so helpful. You're also helpful. Bill H must be flying. I haven't seen Bill H on here yet. I haven't seen Mr. Vegas or Angela. I know Angela had her friend in town from Wisconsin. So they're probably listening. So yeah, so that's kind of cute. Penguins are sweet. They are so cute. And then we're going to the black bear. The black bear, yes. A black bear was spotted with a lid around its neck. The poor black bear had this lid around its neck for like 2 years and finally was freed by the DNR. And it happened here in northern Michigan. They found the poor bear and they finally caught him. Were able to catch the bear and and they had a picture of the bear with the lid, it looked like one of those lids from, like it was blue. So it's probably one of the lids from Lowe's. And that poor thing, how does that happen? For 2 years, have that around his neck? That's so sad. That is so sad. Gosh. But anyway, they did save him, Nobody was hurt or anything. No animals were hurt, and they took the lid off the poor, the poor bear's neck or whatever. And then, so then I read, I made all my notes here, like I do. So I hope I'm not boring y'all. This is called my bizarre news of the day. Okay. Scott says I've talked to people on those islands on a ham radio. Well, that's pretty cool. Or back on the islands. That's cool. I bet they have a lot of tourists out on the island and stuff. But I have a bizarre story to read to you guys. Gal, yes. I'm not going to say any names or anything. All that stuff. But this is pretty funny. A South Florida man who pretended to be a flight attendant booked more than 120 free flights, the Department of Justice said. The man was convicted of federal jury of wire fraud and entering a secure area of an airport by false pretenses on June 5th. Okay. So from 2018, 2024, he booked free flights on airline carrier website that were only meant for pilots and flight attendants. Can you imagine? Wow. How did they not catch that? How did they not catch that, right? Of all the flights booked, he flew on 34 flights, okay, 34 flights without paying for any of them by posing as a flight attendant who worked for other airlines. And so the website he used required required credentials such as airline employed by date of hire, badge numbers. He said he worked for 7 different airlines and used 30 different badge numbers and dates of hire. So it's safe to say his flying days are over. You know what I mean? Scott says must not have asked for ID. I know, right? So his flying days are over because he was getting all the airplane food that he was eating good. So now he's sitting in jail singing "My Baloney Has a First Name," right? He eating bologna sandwiches now. So yeah. Hey, Bill H, welcome. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Welcome. Come on up in the treehouse. Jump on those branches or whatever. I trimmed the tree back a little bit too, so you could get up the ladder easier, Bill. Did you notice I trimmed the tree back? I did, yeah. Speaking of trees, the trees outside my window, they may have to trim them back because they're starting to hit my, I have a, what do you call it? Canopy hanging over. It's hangs over the, my window. So they're going to need to probably cut some trees back. So probably avoiding bananas in prison. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Everybody say hi to Bill. Bill's in the house. All right. Okay. So now we're going to go on to, because we're going to talk connections. I got a few things going here, and then we'll do the trivia. What do you think? What do y'all think? I'm so happy you're here. We got Scott in the house and Scooby-Doo and lovely Munchkin. And Bill H is in the house with us tonight. Scotty, French Fries in the house. I'm so happy you're all here. Will Fly, he's here, but he's not here. He said he's listening. So Will Fly, we'll figure out how to get that video intro video and get that going. Tony said, sorry, I'm late. I was putting furniture together. Oh, wow. Oh, that's right, Tony. You guys got your you're in your new house. You're in your house now and everything. That's so cool. Yeah. You got to put out. Do you guys in Vegas? Do you have Mr. Vegas? Do you have IKEA in Vegas? Scott says, "LOL." Tony, IKEA. I love when I had my kitchen in Arizona. We bought all our cabinets from IKEA. It was pretty cool. You could go there and they do the measurements, whatever, and then you pick out your cabinets and they do the whole floor plan. And we actually had some guys came out and they installed the cabinets. So pretty cool. I love that place. We don't have an IKEA out here. Yeah, that's a cool place, Tony. Like I said, my kitchen was all laid out with IKEA cabinetry. And of course, we had to go somewhere else down south in Arizona to get our beautiful marble countertops. So Tony said she was told not to buy IKEA. Okay. Well, yeah, it's. I mean, I like it. I guess it's a matter of taste, right? Hi, Angela. Angela, everything is Wayfair, and he's just taking a break, friends. That's good, Tony. You can take a break. Hi, Angela. Angela, welcome, chatters. Thank you so much. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse for Thankful Thursday. Yes, yes. So we're going to play Did You Know? Did you know? Did you know hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water? Did you guys know that? Did you know that? That's pretty interesting, right? Hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water. I think that's pretty cool. I never even thought about that, but I guess, right? Does that make sense? Give me your input on that. Hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water. Is that true? You can tell me true or false. Scott says yes. Scott is the scientist. He said, yep, the molecules are excited and move faster. Bill H says, yep. And Angela's saying, hi, Bill. Hiya, Bill H. Good answers. Good. Yeah. See, I learned. See, you guys learn something, and then I learn it too. So we all learn this together on Thursday nights. There's always fun stuff, right? Always fun stuff. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. Next one. Okay. We're going to talk about the Mona Lisa. All right. Now, have you noticed that Mona Lisa, when you look at her picture, that she has no eyebrows? Did you guys know, gals, know that? The Mona Lisa had no eyebrows? For reals. And people were always questioning, when you look at the Mona Lisa painting, why? Why do you think she doesn't have any eyebrows? You guys tell me. Tell me in the chat. I'm grabbing my water here, so I'm going to knock everything over. I have my water, my cool little phone stand. It's pretty cool. Did not know. Bill says, I didn't know. Yeah, she doesn't have eyebrows. Angela says the Louvre is shut down right now. The what is? What's shut down? Because women like painting them on. That's a good answer, Scuba. Actually, I'm just wondering what Angela, Bill H. Save on paint. That's a good answer too. Ooh, my hands are all sticky. Ugh. All right. The reason is, this is what they said. It said when Da Vinci had painted Mona Lisa, he indeed painted her eyebrows. But over time, these eyebrows were eroded due to cleaning over time to the point where they were no longer visible today. So, oh, that's a museum, Mona Lisa? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something in Vegas, in Las Vegas or something. Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I'm looking at my chat, and maybe I got to move it up or something. No, or maybe I have to freshen it. It's okay. I can see you guys. It's like my chat stopped or something. I'm looking at it on my phone, and John Wayne's in the house. What's up, John Wayne? Cowboy's in the house. How are you doing, Cowboy? Welcome, chatters. I'm so happy that you're all here. I'm so excited. I have to look at my phone here and let's see. Anybody have to refresh it or something? I'm not sure. Okay, now there we go. Now it's back on. I think we're good now. All right, we're good. Am I really delayed now? Hope I didn't mess it up on the phone or whatever. I'm looking at the phone. Okay, we're good. Okay. So from cleaning, she took her eyebrows off, and they never grew back, and he never went back to paint them out. How rude is that? He didn't even go back to repaint them after he took her eyebrows off. I bet Mona Lisa was mad. I bet she was mad. All right. Did the chicken did the chicken come before the egg? According to some researchers who say it says some researchers are saying the chicken came before the egg. According to some researchers who say the protein that forms the eggshells is only produced in a chicken uterus. So, interesting, right? So, did the chicken come before the egg? You guys tell me. Farmer John, Cowboy John, did the chicken come before the egg? Because according to my notes, it says the chicken came before the egg, and that's a protein that forms on the eggshells. So, I don't know. Angela says the Mona Lisa is a very small painting as well. Very interesting. Bill says chicken first. And Tony says, I'll say yes, chicken first. Okay. So it says, yeah, so they're saying the chicken came before the egg, the researchers said. So, all right. We're going to go on to another one. See, I was very busy yesterday making all my notes. Did you know a silverback gorilla, John Wayne says, no, the egg came in the mail, then they hatched. So that's funny. The eggs came in the mail and then they hatched. Okay. Yeah, you never know, right? Okay, so next one is a silverback gorilla can lift over 1,763 pounds. What? A silverback gorilla. So do your research. Tell me where the silverback gorilla, where is that, in Africa, or where did they live, the silverback? And why? I wonder why they called silverback gorilla. I never heard of that, of a silverback gorilla. But they said they can lift over 1,763 pounds. I don't think I'd want to mess with a silverback gorilla, you know? I just don't think so. Love your hat, Linda. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, this is my, my little trademark on the show, right? Yes. I like it too. It's my favorite hat. Bill says Congo. Okay. A Congo gorilla? A silverback gorilla is a Congo? Okay. And John Wayne says silverback is a mature male gorilla. Wow. Amazing. I love your answers in the chat. Scuba says, nope, it can snap you like a twig. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I don't think I'd want to get close to a silverback gorilla. All right, here's another one. True or false? Lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun. Is that true? True or false? Tell me in the chat. Lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun. So you got to tell me. Now remember, we're going to, I'm going to have the secret word tonight, so y'all got to pay attention, okay, as I'm talking in the chat. All right? So, I'm going to throw little words out there and periodically whatever, and then you just got to kind of listen. Can be, all right? John says, yes, it can be. Lighting can be hotter than the surface of the sun. Bill says, he's talking about the gorilla, Uganda. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is what they're saying. A bolt of lightning can easily reach temperatures of around 30,000 kelvins. That is 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. Dang. Fourth state of matter, it's plasma. Fourth state of matter, it's plasma. Yeah, the lightning, so it's a bolt of lightning can easily reach temperatures over 30,000 kelvins. Kelvins, that's a new word. Kelvins, yes. Look at this. It's almost 9 o'clock already, and I'm having so much fun here. Okay, So yeah, so that's pretty interesting, right? I don't think I want to find out how hot the lightning is. I really don't. That's okay. That's why I tell you, don't go outside when there's lightning, right? Yeah, don't go outside. Um, okay, now we're going to talk about the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, we all know what the Eiffel Tower is, right? So this is interesting. It said the Eiffel Tower grows in summer. Thanks to the thermal expansion, the metal in the Eiffel Tower expands in the heat and makes it grow about 6 inches taller during hot weather. So it's like 1,083 feet high, 81 stories. And it's the tallest structure in Paris. Is that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Yeah, the Eiffel Tower grows in the summer, and they said the thermal expansion from the heat. That's pretty massive, right? I've never seen the Eiffel Tower in person or whatever. You know, I see it on you see it on the TV, on the movies and stuff or whatever. So some interesting facts there for everybody. Right. So now we're going to go to number 7, and this is I think this is Munchkin's favorite animal, because I think we talked about this, about the octopus. Yeah, it says octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. 2 hearts pump to the gills, and while the third one pumps it to the rest of the body, blue blood comes from a protein called hemocyanin. So you guys will know. Scott says railroad tracks get longer when it's hot too. That's part of why there are so many railroad ties. Interesting, Scott. Wow. Maybe next week we'll talk about trains. I think that'd be fun. Talk about trains, right? Trains and planes and automobiles. No, we'll talk about trains maybe next week. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't know the octopuses have 3 hearts. That is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's so quiet. I can hear crickets. And it's so quiet in my apartment, I can hear crickets outside. I don't have crickets in my house. No crickets. Munchkin says, Tony says Munchkin's favorite animal is the octopus. Yeah. Yeah, they said the octopus has 3 hearts. So, pretty cool facts. I hope I'm not boring everybody. And now we're saying that bananas are radioactive, that they contain potassium 40, a naturally occurring isotope that is radioactive. Don't worry though, you would have to eat millions of one sitting to experience any harm. How in the heck did you guys know that? Oh, let's see. John Wayne said, had a cricket in my bedroom for 3 nights, not now. Oh, and hemocyanin is blue because it has copper in it instead of iron. Oh, thank you, Scott. Okay. Interesting. See, I'm learning stuff and you're learning stuff. I had a water dragon one time for a pet. And I would go to the feed store and buy a bag of crickets. And I would feed the water dragon crickets. And you'd open up that bag of those crickets. And they were alive. They were live crickets. And they were very stinky. Very, most nastiest smell ever. But you would just open that bag and throw the crickets in her aquarium, whatever I had her in. And and she would eat the crickets. Very intelligent. They said, Bill H. says the octopus is very intelligent. I read and watch 9% educational stuff. So that's cool, Scott. Yeah, you guys are all like smarty pantses on here. I tell you what, Tony said, just another reason of the million not to go to the ocean. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of, Okay, so we talked about bananas are radioactive, which I can't figure out what that's all about. But you're talking about the ocean. Did you know that sharks existed before trees? And sharks have been around for over 400 million years in comparison to the first trees appeared around 350 million years ago. So sharks existed before the trees. I bet you didn't know that, Scott. You know? Scott says, I know about the copper because tarantula blood is tinted blue from copper. I used to keep 32 tarantulas. Oh, man. Oh, man. Scotty. That gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, my gosh. I know, right? Tony's like, oh, hell no, Scott. Oh, no. How did you sleep at night, Scott? Oh, my gosh. Heck no. No, we're not going to be talking about tarantulas next week because then I'll go to sleep and I'll have nightmares of tarantulas. But yeah, they're saying sharks existed before the trees. And yeah, crazy, right? And they appeared around 350 million years ago. So the sharks have been around a long time. You know what I mean? Yeah, the sharky shark. So that's pretty funny. So now we're going to go to the frogs. Frogs. Who doesn't love a frog, right? Frog legs. Have y'all eaten frog legs before? I heard they taste like chicken. Y'all eaten frog legs? Anybody? Because they're saying frogs can freeze and come back to life. Did you know that? Frogs can freeze and come back to life. Certain frogs enter a state of suspended animation in the winter and completely freeze only to thaw and hop around again in the spring. Did you guys know that? You guys, yeah? Is that true? Is that true? Like, it must be true. Frogs can freeze and come back to life. Certain frogs. Wow. So you don't know in the wintertime if that frog is dead or alive, right? That's insane. Well, in the wintertime, like in Florida, if they get any freezes, what are those geckos, whatever, they're in the tree, they just fall out of the tree and hit the ground. Do you think the geckos are like the same thing, like the frogs, and they hit the ground, but they're not really dead. They're just frozen and they come back to life? I wonder. I have to look into that. John Wayne said used to dig up frogs up in the winter, digging wigglers in the creek mud. Munchkin says turtles kind of do the same thing. And Tony Scott's laughing. And Scuba says iguanas. Yeah. So iguanas do the same thing. They just fall out of the trees or whatever, but they're not really dead. Because you see on the news and stuff, the iguanas laying on the ground. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're all dead. So maybe they're not dead, right? Crazy. So we're gonna do okay. So I'm really having a lot of fun with everybody. We did a lot of true or false and all that stuff. But I'm gonna ask my chat some questions, okay? Because we're gonna talk about connections. Okay, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a super fun topic, and I was having fun. I'm really having fun with that Grok 3, that chat thing, like the AI. And I'm learning a lot on that, and I'm learning a lot of things like what to talk about on my show, and they give me all kinds of information. And my son Ryan got me on it, and I was kind of scared to use it, but now I love it. I can ask them anything, and it's free, and they help me. Get everything. Scott says, Lynn, he's laughing. He said, I sent Tony pictures of me holding tarantulas. Oh gosh. I'm sure he's going to go to Walgreens and print that out, right? And hang it on the wall, you holding tarantulas. So, I'm going to ask you guys some questions as far as connections, because the word connection has a lot of different meanings, right? We use that a lot in our lifetime. connection, you know. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. The people you laugh with, the Wi-Fi that keeps us streaming, or even those aha moments or connections, right? The people you laugh with, your Wi-Fi or whatever. I've got questions. I wrote down some questions here. All right, here we go. Here's the first question, okay? So, yeah, Tony says, what happens if they bite you? So, yeah, what happens if tarantulas bite you? I don't think they're poisonous. Scott said, yeah, I don't think they're poisonous. I don't know. So, what's the one connection in your life that makes you smile? Because we're talking connections, okay? My connection is my Miss Molly. She makes me smile every day. Because you know, Miss Molly's, she's awesome. Scott says, the ones I showed you, nothing, it's like a bee sting. Ugh. Tony said, are they poisonous? Oh, we're still talking about tarantulas. I don't want to connect with a tarantula anytime soon. It's okay. Yeah, I don't think I'd like that kind of connection with a tarantula. No. Yeah, everybody's in the chat. Welcome, my chatters. I'm so glad you're here tonight. It's Thankful Thursday. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. So come on up, climb up those big old branches and say hi. Jump in the chat with us. And I know a lot of you ask, what is Lindy's Treehouse all about? It's where we just share stories, and we talk about life, and we talk about tarantulas. And yeah, we talk about we talk about life. We just get together and we just kind of make everybody feel better, and it's like sitting around the campfire, right? I love it. Bill H says we get behind typing. You guys are doing great. So what's your one connection in your life that makes you smile? So everybody pay attention, okay? Because I'm hearing crickets again. I'm hearing crickets in the chat here for my answer. What's one connection in your life that makes you smile? So you tell me what a connection that's in your life that makes you smile. My connection is my Molly, my Miss Molly. Let's see. Fairly certain I missed an ingredient in my liquid. Fairly certain I missed an ingredient in your liquid. What's that? What do you mean? What are you saying, Munchkin? Oh, hell no. Spider people and snake people, that ain't right. I do not want to connect with spiders anytime soon. All right. All right. So who's the one person you're super grateful for to be connected to right now, and why? How's that? Okay. Oh, John Wayne, thank you. You did hear me. Yes, paramotives make you smile. There you go. Okay, come on, everybody. Put in the chat. What makes you smile? What makes you smile? What's your connection in life that makes you smile? It could be food. It could be your pets. It could be your girlfriend. It could be candy or your favorite candy, whatever. Tony said a good morning, cup of coffee, and the visit to the toilet. There you go. That's a good combination. Bill says taking my puppies for a ride. I like that. I love these answers. Oh my gosh. Angela says my man and my 6 best friends from high school that I talk to every day. I love it. Yeah. My connection too is when I walk to the bayfront, and as soon as I see that water, that beautiful Lake Michigan, yes, that makes me smile. That definitely makes me smile. But I haven't been able to walk for a few days because the weather's been really crappy, even though it was like 70 degrees today. But the last 2 days, it's been raining, but we're good now. So thank you for those answers. All right, let's get this treehouse buzzing. All right, we'll keep it going. Who's the one person you're super grateful to be connected to right now and why? So you guys can tell me, because we're talking connections. Who's one person you're super grateful to be connected to right now and why? I think my sis Judy. You always have that one sis that you're closest to, even though you love all your sisters, but you always have that one sis. And we do really connect. And she called me this morning. We were on the phone for like 2 hours. And she's the best. And yeah, I can talk to her about anything. And I'm just really grateful for my sisters. And Tony says that's just the first smile of the day, and then the ride to work and on my motorcycle. There you go. I like these answers, everybody. Yeah, I like these answers. Yeah, my one person, and of course my Lord Jesus Christ, right? He's my other personal connection that I'm super grateful for him. A lot of times, he shakes his head like, I keep God on his toes every day. I do. I keep him on his toes. Tony says the crazy chick next to me. Why? Because she gets me and not many get me. Just saying. Oh, Tony, that sounds like a country song. The crazy chick next to me. And why? Because she gets me. I love that. And John Wayne says my dogs. I love that. Those answers are cool. All right. Here's another one. What's the funniest way you've ever met a friend or made a new connection? So what's the funniest, what was the funniest way you met your friend? Could it be in high school? It could be in school. It could be anywhere. When you made a new connection, it could be at a fly-in. How did you connect with somebody? And, a funny connection, whatever. I know I'm thinking too, Scott. I know that's kind of these are cool though. Yeah, a friend or you made a new connection. I'm trying to think, maybe, how did I meet somebody that made that connect? Well, Scott, you could say like, when you met your wife, how you connected. You can even talk, your relationships, whatever, how you met that person, that special person or whatever. I'm trying to think, like in high school or whatever, the connection I had, the funniest way you've ever met a friend or made a new connection. I'm sure I made a lot of new connections in school. Scott says, oh, I see what you're saying. I'll tell you. Okay. Scott says, I'm thinking. He said, I'll tell you. So I read the chat, and then sometimes it takes me a minute to, because he said I'm thinking. So you're thinking. I had some, I don't know. Even that's a hard question, right? I can't even hardly answer that because I'm thinking, what's the funniest way you've met a friend or made a new connection? I'm sure I did I'm sure I did in high school or whatever. Bill H has lost internet connection. So you lost interconnection? That's how you met? That was your funny connection, Bill H? John Wayne says, gotta go. Dog's got something. Tread by the pond. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Yeah, John, go take care of that. Oh, Lordy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Who knows? Hope it's not an alligator or something, right? So we can move on to, let's see. Okay, here's the last question. Wait. Scott said, so I met my wife at work and we were studying in an office for a test. I had some tarantula pictures with me and I showed her. I brought the pictures because other people were curious. Scott said she thought I was weird. And Tony said, later, Duke. Bye, Duke. Bye, cowboy. Scuba said, must be a coon. Ooh. Munchkin said, not too many tree gators. Bill says, out in the woods with the puppies. Well, there you go. There you go. That's cool. You guys want to do trivia now? Should we do trivia? Yeah, let's do that. We'll do trivia. I'm gonna pull my trivia paper here, everybody. Remember how we do the trivia? So y'all gotta pay attention. All right. I'm hearing those crickets again outside, but the crickets mean it's summer, right? Yes, means it's summer. All right, so we're gonna do Jeopardy. All right, so everybody pay attention. So Tony said, so they are some in the trees. You're saying, Munchkin? Bill says gator. I don't think gators can't climb trees, can they? That would be kind of scary. The gator could climb a tree or whatever. We're going to do some trivia, and people that are watching, my lurkers and everything, jump in the chat. Say hi. Don't be shy. Come on in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. And I have to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really, really super appreciate everybody. So I have my little box of not coffee, but it has all my supplies in here. So Tony, you got your Tony, did you get your socks, right? Did you get your socks? I don't remember asking you. I have to keep track of everybody. Did you get your socks in the mail? Did you get them yet? Angela says, no, Scott, I did not like that. Too scary for me. Yeah. Yeah, because I sent the socks to your new address that Angela gave me. So, Angela, did Tony get his socks? Did you get him yet? It's in an envelope, it's in one of those envelopes, bubble mailers. So you can tell me if Mr. Vegas got his socks. Because Mr. Vegas won a pair of, what was the socks the Twinkie socks. So if you play the trivia, you have a chance to win these cool socks, everybody. But you have to be present to win. See, you can win some socks. You guess the word of the night, or we do some trivia stuff. You can have those, win the socks, and then also some koozies. So Scott says, because Angela, he is a Twinkie. Tony says he did not get his Twinkie socks yet. Okay. Hopefully they'll show up tomorrow, because I sent him to the new address. You guys did a change of address, right? Because I hope it didn't go to your old address. Like you guys have everything forwarded. So I hope you get them. It's been a couple days, right? I mailed them. I think they went out Tuesday. So it's only been 2 days. So hopefully tomorrow you'll get them. Hopefully tomorrow. So let me know. Just DM me or whatever. Let me know when you get the socks. So we still have these to give away. And Greg Laney, of course, won a koozie. And so he should have got his by now. And I'm thinking Greg Laney might get in the chat and stuff. But I love giving stuff away. I do. I love seeing people happy and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure I mailed them out on Tuesday. whenever I messaged you, Tony. So we're going to do a little trivia, okay? Have you ever heard that it's called Explain the Idioms? IDIOMS. All right, you guys ready? Okay, here we go. What does it mean to run for cover? For $100, we're doing Jeopardy. What does it mean to run for cover? Put it in the chat what you think it is. I'm making everybody think. What does it mean to run for cover? We're playing for $100. Run for cover. You can put it in the chat. Tony says, yeah, addresses change. Okay. Okay. That's close. Yeah. I have to say, yeah, run for Will. Hey, Will Fly's back. You guys are all really close. The answer is, what is it to seek shelter? If you're outdoors during a thunderstorm, you should run for cover inside, not under a tree. So, yeah, run for safety, same thing. Good job. All right, let's go on to the next one. What does it mean to cry for $200? We're just playing. For $200, what does it mean to cry over spilled milk? Yeah, cover button, run. There you go. What does it mean? What does it mean to cry over spilled milk? What does that mean? When people go, don't cry over spilled milk. What do you think that means? Mom used to say that. Don't cry over spilled milk. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Can't change the past. So don't fret. Angela says safety. Worry about the past. Bill says hide. And Angela says, hey, we'll fly. So the answer is, what is to cry over past events that cannot be undone? So I think Will got that one. Rather than dwelling on past events that didn't turn out as expected and from mistakes, if applicable, and concentrate on the present and the future. So, yes. What is whine about something you can't change? Yeah, I like these answers. Yes. And I love my phone. I have my phone on my little phone stand, and it makes it so much easier to see the chat. And I'm not like sticking my head into the screen trying to read everything. So I'm happy with my little phone stand for $5. I feel very professional now, very professional. Got to be professional on this. Don't worry about the small stuff, Angela said. Yep, that's it. Being bad, something, nothing. Yep. Okay, we're going to go on with, this is a good one. So you can guess this one. Ooh, for $400, born with a silver spoon in the mouth. What does that mean? Scott won because he answers the form of a question. That's okay. I'm just kind of going. I have to. I'll let you know which. I'm going to give away a couple things tonight. So I'll tell you what Jeopardy question. See who guesses it first for the prize. Okay. So what is born with a silver spoon in the mouth? What does that mean? Tony says, I'm seeing answers before the question. Because this is for Jeopardy for $400, born with a silver spoon in the mouth. What's the answer? Because we're playing Jeopardy. So what does that mean? Born with a silver spoon. Let's see. Refresh the window, Tony. Catch up with the stream. Everybody says, what is born with privilege? That's right. Yep. That's pretty much it. Yeah. What is born with privilege? Yeah. Like inheritance, you inherit money or whatever. So the answer is, what is to be born into a wealthy family? The idiom reflects the advantages of having money from birth. So there we go. There we go. All right. Now, see if you can guess this one, okay? And you can't, this will be one, whoever guesses it can have, get their choice of a koozie or a sticker or another pair of socks, okay? Whoever guesses this. Read the comments, Linda. Okay, Scuba. Look up. Tony says, okay. Angela says money. Bill H says click on live. Munchkin out, born rich. Oh, I like that. And Scuba says put. Okay. So yeah. So if you're born in a wealthy family, right? They say somebody's born with a silver spoon. All right, let's do this one. This one's kind of hard. This is going to be a tricky one. All right. So Munchkin outborn rich. That's what Scuba said. Funny. That's funny. And scroll back. Geez. You want me to scroll all the way back? How far back? Scuba says, damn it. You want me to scroll back? You're confusing me here. I'm trying not to. Munchkin put born rich. There you go. We're all rich in what do we call it? Rich in love, right? Yes, we're all rich in love. I'm not rich by any means or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. And come on up on Thankful Thursday. We play all kinds of trivia, and we talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. And I make everybody think or whatever. Okay, for $600. Okay, Scott said he's saying Munchkin answered first and correctly. Yeah, we're not doing any prizes yet. I'm just playing. I'll let you know what question. I'll let you know what question on the Jeopardy, which one is going to be the one to win a prize. Okay. All right. Okay. It's fine. No biggie. Okay. All right. Now I want y'all to see who guesses this first. Okay. I got to really watch the chat. Okay. For $600. Everybody listen now. All right. For $600. Let's see. Okay, let's go. I'm going to scroll down here. And you can't, nobody can, don't Google this, okay? All right. Oh, you want your 600? Okay. Well, 2 words, because we're paying Jeopardy. What is gray matter for $600? What is gray matter? And let's see if who guesses it first. What is gray matter? Munchkin got it. Munchkin got it. Munchkin got it. Munchkin? Yep. Munchkin was first. Y'all saw it. I'm looking in the chat. Munchkin got it first. Yep. Munchkin got it first. Even though you're all saying it, Munchkin said it brain. She said it first. So gray matter, the answer is, what is the brain? The brain is composed of gray and white matter. So, Munchkin, congratulations. Munchkin, do you want a pair of socks, or do you want a koozie, Munchkin? What would you like? So Munchkin won. She guessed it. So what do you want, Munchkin? You want a pair of socks? You want the tamale socks? Okay. Oh, Will's gonna be mad. All right. So Munchkin gets the tamale socks. Where are they? Yes. There they are. Congratulations. See, Munchkin, you can't win if you don't play. So Munchkin gets the tamale socks. And Scott says an EMT told me that one. Tony says call a cherry pie. All right, so Munchkin, I'm going to send you some tamale socks. Okay, congratulations. I mean, she did guess it right away. Right. That's okay. I've got some more goodies coming. I got more giveaways coming, but I'm not going to tell you what they are yet because I haven't gotten them yet. But I've got more giveaways coming because, like, you know, we got to keep up on the koozies and all that. Okay, so let's go with what time is it? It's almost 9:30. Okay, let's go with one more question. Oh no, we have to do word of the night. Okay, so Munchkin already won the socks. So we're gonna do word what? So now you guys got to guess what my word of the night is, and whoever guesses it, Will Fly, you got it. Will Fly said crickets. Yes. Yes, that's what it is, Will Fly. All right, Will Fly, you don't get the tamale socks because Munchkin already Munchkin got the tamale socks. Yes, Munchkin already got the tamale socks. So what socks do you want? Or all right, I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you right now. Okay, next to what I got coming for next week. And Will Fly, you can wait. Will Fly said, do another question and give them away. Well, you don't want to get a koozie or anything? Because guess what I ordered, peeps? All right, I'll just tell you right now. And I'll have them next week. I've ordered more koozies. Remember how y'all were saying you wanted 4th of July koozies? I ordered some 4th of July koozies. Yes. And Will says, I want someone else to win. All right. What did Angela? Angela said the what? The turtle? How did you know? That's what I was going to say. How did you know, Angela? Yes. I was going to say the turtle. Yeah, for the word of the day. So, Scuba says, I got a whole 4th of July outfit. Well, see, next week, then we're going to do some more trivia, and you'll have a chance to win a new koozies. They're really cool. They're 4th of July koozies. Honest to God, I just ordered them today. So next week, I'll have some of those to give away before the 4th of July. So I'm pretty excited. So Angela, what do you want, Angela? Do you want socks? Do you want a koozie? Because Angela's never won anything yet. So Angela won. Congratulations, Angela. Yes. What would you like, Ann? Let me show you the socks again, Angela. We got, if you want socks, we got the Reese's. Or do you want a koozie? What would you like, Angela? Do you want one of these koozies with the heart on it? What do you think, Angela? Yay, Angela, you won. Congratulations. That's what I was going to say. Angela says, yeah, you did win because Will Fly said to give it to somebody else or whatever, and you guessed the turtle for the word of the night. So because I changed it after Will already guessed the crickets. I was going to go with the turtle tonight. So you guessed the turtle. So the tortoise. So do you want a koozie? You want a koozie? Do you want me to send you a koozie? What would you like? You won. You won, Angela. Yeah, you won. It's in the chat. She said, yeah. No, it's not, Tony. And Tony, you got your prize coming any day now. So, Angela, what koozie Which koozie do you want? The hippie koozie? Okay, you want the one with the heart or you want this one? Which one you want? Gotta tell me which one. The heart or which one? I like the heart one. So which one would you like? You gotta tell me which one you like so I know which one to send to you in your new address. We got the heart one or we got this one? Or we got the American flag. Which one would you like, Angela? Oh, oh yeah, she said she wanted one of these. So so you want the heart one then? Because Munchkin has the heart one. I think these are cool. The girls love these. The Munchkin's got hers. All right, I'll send you the heart one then, Angela. Okay, it's just like Munchkin has. Pretty cool. Congratulations. All right. So yes, and Munchkin gets the tamale socks, and they make more. I just go to the dollar store, whatever, and then I'll send Angela. I got to write that down. I'll send Angela I'll send her the new koozie. Congratulations. Scuba says both are tie-dye. Hi, both are tie-dye. How high are you, Angela? Oh, funny. She wants the one with the heart. So Angela gets the tie-dye heart. So I got to write it in my notes here right now. Congratulations. I had so much fun with everybody tonight. And and people that are just watching, hanging out, and I appreciate everybody watching and viewing my show. I do. But you can't win if you don't play, right? So everybody, everybody, Will Fly bought me a bunch of socks, which was really cool. Thank you, Will Fly. He donated a bunch of socks for the show. And then the koozies, I bought all the koozies. And I like I said, I have 4th of July koozies. They're really cute. And they were really inexpensive too. So I've got them coming next week. So I'm going to write Munchkin. Okay. Munchkin gets the socks. And I will I'll pick up some more tamale socks. I saw tamale socks at the dollar store. So I'm going to pick up some more. So Will has a chance to win tamale socks because he said he really liked the tamale socks. So Munchkin got Munchkin got the socks. I'm writing it down. And Angela, she gets the koozie. So, and I can always reorder these too. They're not that expensive. So it's pretty cool. Scuba says, I don't know where our dollar store is. It's not really, it's dollar, they call it Dollar Tree, but everything's $1.25 now, even the socks are $1.25 at the dollar, called the dollar store or whatever. But I did see a bunch, they're always changing it up. If I got, okay, I'm going to ask my chat here because you guys are always sharing. It's so fun giving stuff away. What do you think if I find some really cool like keychains? Would you guys get excited about keychains? Scott says they're everywhere. Dollar Trees are everywhere. I love Dollar Tree. What do you think? Because I have to have like small stuff, to send out because I know it gets expensive. But what do you think keychains? If I picked up like keychains, or those would be easy to mail out, yeah. And I also was thinking of, Tony says, I like keychains. And then I was thinking of, when I'm at the dollar store or whatever, the Airhead, throwing in like a pack of Airhead candies in with your prize. I saw some Airhead candies at the dollar store, and I thought about grabbing some and then, periodically throw them in with your prize Airhead candies. So Tony said I meant handcuffs. Oh, funny. Funny, Tony. You're so funny. Yeah. So we really had it was fun tonight. I loved all your answers and everything in the chat. And yeah, we always have a good time on Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm excited about those koozies. They're pretty cool. And I will look at, I'll look for keychains. Be some fun, it'd be really fun. My daughter-in-law said they do have keychains at the dollar store. So I'm going to look and see what they got because everybody can use, what's some other stuff you guys like? I got to mix it up, the keychains. What else? Thinking like Robert used to give away some cool stuff, little stuff or whatever. What did he used to give away? What do you call those clippy things that you can clip your phone on when you're flying? What do they call those things? Bill H says, only if I can help with shipping. Tony says, good show, Linda. Back to putting furniture together. Okay, thank you, Tony. Yeah, we're going to close it down here a little bit. Bill said, good, only if I can help with the shipping. Munchkin likes magnets. Oh, lanyards. Okay, all right. I got to write that down. Lanyards. All right. What about stickers? Just fun stickers, like animal stickers or something. Everybody likes stickers. Those are kind of fun too. They'd be easy to mail out. Personalized prophylactics would be okay. Oh boy, will fly. Boy, oh boy. Bill H said stickers. Okay, we can do stickers. I gotta see what I can find. I'll get on Amazon or when I'm at the Dollar Tree, I'll see what they got and stickers and send out. What's your favorite animal? You like animal stickers? Maybe doggies? I don't know. The girls get flowers or whatever. Temporary tattoos, easy to mail. Okay, I like this. I like all your answers, you guys. I like this. Yeah. So it doesn't cost me a fortune to send stuff out. Do they still make scratch and sniff stickers? I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely can't send chocolate or any candies, right? Because they would be melty. They would get all melty. So that wouldn't be good. I remember when I lived in Arizona on Amazon. I ordered it was in the middle of summer, and I ordered this big old candle through Amazon. And by the time I got the candle, because it sits on the truck and everything, right? It was half melted. And let's see, do they still Angela said, will you shock me? Yeah, me too. I couldn't even repeat what he said. He wanted me to make or what wanted me to send. What was I talking about? I got sidetracked here. Oh, about the candle. Yeah, the candle was melted. So I won't be sending any candles out in the mail either. So just letting you know. Scuba says, I got a tiller today. Gonna name it Willer. There you go. How fun. Yeah. So anyway, Molly just getting her second wind here. So you know what that means. She's been such a good girl through the whole show. So I'm moving things out of the way because all my papers are on the floor now. So I got to get those. But remember when I had the whatchamacallit, the cheerleader, the pom-poms, and she got a hold of was eating the pom-pom strands and got sick and everything. And I learned not to do that again. So Will Fly says, I have a stun gun. I can shock you. Oh boy, that's pretty sexy there, Munchkin. The stun gun. Oh my God, you guys are cracking me up. But yeah, tomorrow night we got Scuba Vapes with his lovely fiance, Munchkin, and they're there at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. And then on Tuesday nights we have No Filter Tuesday night hangout with Will Fly and Nick J and Scooby Doo. They're all I love watching them on Tuesday nights, and then of course Thursday is is Lindy's Treehouse, Paramount USA. Thankful Thursday, yes, on Thursdays. And the top of your chair is fine, but my cat's got the chair head to toe. Oh yeah, she still tries to scratch it when she wants to get my attention. Scuba said Big Lots is going out of business. Slushy machine, dirt cheap. Oh, Big Lots over here, they've been gone since Christmas, after Christmas. Yeah, Big Lots been gone over here. Let's see, different brands, slushy machine, but everyone is cloning them now. So Scuba said, yeah. And Angela said, Scuba, Big Lots going out of business, slushy machines. Oh, Angela, where Angela is. Okay. Yeah. What else? That other one, Will Fly said, thanks for the entertainment, Linda. Thanks. I'm glad well, that's the whole idea, right? I don't want y'all to get bored. Leave me on Thursday nights. So next week, I'll be back here next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Ready to Paramotor, I believe, is next week at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it's so fun. And you guys are so gracious. And I love you bunches. I do. I really, 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 really do. And so, that I always read something before everybody leaves, right? Because I want you to take something with you. Okay. So I'm going to read this because, when you're sitting around the campfire, just pretend we're all sitting around a campfire and we're all getting ready to go home or whatever. So I'm going to read this. Okay. So everybody we're all going to huddle together around the what I want to say, the campfire. Okay. Remember how natural it was when you were a child and the world was full of wonder for you to live a lifetime each day. Those very same types of days still show up on your doorstep with the dawn of each tomorrow. They are so forgiving. They return time and again to the exact same spot, and they make themselves available whether you use them or not. If you're wise, you will give those tomorrows and yourself another chance to become the best of friends. Sometimes all it takes is a realizing what may have been lost and what might be found to see things in the right light again. So I like that. If you're wise, you will give those tomorrows and yourself another chance to become best friends. And yes, so thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I so appreciate every one of you and just going on this journey with me. It's super, super fun. You guys are all my guys and gals that come on here faithfully every Thursday night. My followers, I love you bunches. My viewers and watchers, I watch to see who views my shows and everything, and I thank you very much, and I thank my subscribers, my new subscribers, and my old subscribers, and all that. I appreciate you. Make sure when you view my show, everybody who's watching, and you watch it later, hit that like button, okay? Hit that like button, and just let me know that you like my show, right? Because you guys you're all great. And Scott says I need a beer frother, and Bill H put hearts in the chat. Thank you, Bill H. Yeah, everybody put a heart. Love, laugh, live. Love, laugh, live. Is that what he used to say? JT? Yes. And I want to say shout out to what do I want to say? I know I'm just like, I get all like crazy emotional sometimes. I think I'm just thinking how far I've come since I started my show, right? And it was in July is when I started my first show, and Scuba was there with me. Scuba helped me on my very, very, very first show, and that was in July. I think it was July. It was like the day after the 4th. It was like July 5th or something like that, the day after or whatever. So according to YouTube, I'm going on 56 shows now. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. I got all my notes fell on the floor. So because I wanted to read my closing to you and I dropped everything. I just wanted to let you know, okay, I love this. Y'all make this treehouse shine brighter than the stars. Thank you for climbing up with me tonight. So thank you for climbing the treehouse with me tonight. You make my life brighter. Yeah, you do. You make my life brighter, and I'm just super happy. So I just want to say I'm so grateful for your support. Your loyalty means the world to me. Thank you for being a part of my journey. And yeah, I know I'm just going to say, don't cry, Linda. Don't cry. I'm just so thankful to everybody. I am, and I had fun. I'm glad I could read the chat on my lovely phone stand that I have and all that. And I'll have to figure out, yeah, how to get do that intro music thing, to start when I start my show and all that. Like Shane. Like Shane Robbins always had had cool videos and stuff, but I'm no video guru, as the saying goes. But anyway, make sure you check out Scooby Doo's show tomorrow night, Scuba Vapes, okay? Okay, everybody? Make sure you drop by 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And y'all stay safe out there. Say your prayers. Jesus loves you. I love you guys and my gals. Super fun. And next week, come back again. We'll give away some stuff, right? Yeah, because I love giving away things, and I love seeing people smile, and yeah. So take some hearts with you. There you go. I'm gonna give you some hearts like I do, and we're gonna call it a night, right? I'm trying to see where. There we go, and we're gonna end the stream. And I just want to say, see, I can see myself on my phone. It's kind of cool. So I'm just going to I'm going to say good night. I know it's delayed or whatever. And as I'm belching, all that stuff. So I'll see y'all next week. Okay, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time next Thursday. Thankful Thursday, and we'll all get together and just be thankful for each other. And like I said, my show's about making everybody feel good and talk about life and share different things, and we learn different things. It's very educational, yes, and we keep it PG and all that stuff. So anyway, y'all take care. Be safe out there, okay? Say your prayers. God loves you. Take care of you. Take care of your loved ones, everything. And I'll see ya next week. Or I'll be in the chat tomorrow night, Scuba Vape show, of course. So other than that, I am out of here. So I'm going to leave, and it's delayed. So we're going to end the stream and say bye. There we go. I got to do it right, just right. There. Bye. Am I still there? Nope. Hand stream. I'm still here. Bye. Hand stream. I know. Bye, everybody. I'm trying to get this right. I'm trying to get this right. Okay. Bye. One more time. Hi. It's going now. Okay. Okay. End. End.